The Mel Carmine Show begins in just 1 minute. Support the movement. Visit QFS1776.com for exclusive one-of-a-kind merch that makes a powerful statement. Protect your wealth. Cash is trash. Go to carminesgold.com and secure real assets, silver, gold, delivered anywhere in the U.S. Text Mel at 786-704-8817. Looking to acquire XRP? Minimum is $10,000 investment, and there is no limit, even up to $100 million worth. Again, text Mel with full details at 786-704-8817 and allow up to 24 hours for a response. And yes, text the same number to establish your religious irrevocable trust. Protect everything you built. You own nothing, but you control everything. And if by chance you're visiting Cape Canaveral or you are a local, visit stayingalive.com, alive with 2 E's, and recharge your body at the cellular level. The show with your host, Mel Carmine, starts right now.
Absolutely everything. And I want to go to Mel real quick. I think I've seen him raise his hand. Hey, Mel, good morning.
Good morning. Mel Carmine here, entrepreneur, podcaster, documentary movie producer. Recently produced a movie called Dear Mr. President, mrpresident.net. You can go watch it free of charge. It's in 7 or 8 different languages. I tell you that we have to get away from this communistic thinking, sending our kids to a brainwashing government concentration camp, number one. Number two, I think we can find qualified teachers to teach 1,000 kids on Zoom, where you pay them $20 a month per person, $20,000 a month. I think that keeps the rain off the roof real nicely. Don't pay your income taxes because it's illegal. Let's get rid of all these draconian IRS agencies. Let's get rid of everybody. What are you kids teaching in school? How to, give blowjobs and how to have sex and how to have all this
underwater basket weaving.
Come on, please. Let's stop the fucking insanity already. It's time to grow up, okay? You could absolutely teach your kids stuff that is worthwhile. You don't have to keep them in a concentration camp for 8 hours a day. It's ridiculous, number one. Number two, teach them some real shit. And then at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, let them go out. Let them go and play with each other in the freaking playground. Exchange some dirt, exchange some saliva, exchange some mucus. That's the real vaccination, right? And problem solved. And send all these freaking scumbags home. All these communist people who want to take over our freaking lives. I can tell you that the solutions to our problems are really not that difficult. We need mama bears to stand up. I just recently wrote a business plan for my good friend Louis Herms, who's running for governor. He calls it Guardian of California. And he basically was so blown away by the business plan. He said, if we follow this business plan exactly, we can get somebody that can delegate and choreograph it and sort of keep it going like a fine-tuned ballet. There's no way that anybody else in California has a chance of winning. And one of the things in there I talk about getting rid of the schools, homeschooling. For Christ's sake, you can absolutely automate every single test online. Okay, you don't have to be the teacher's pet to get the good grade anymore. You go take your test online, multiple choice, whatever. The kids are learning some real shit for the first time. And not only that, test is going to be within 12 seconds of taking that test. You get the results immediately emailed to you. Voila, done. And we got to stop the insanity. We have to absolutely stop the insanity. They want everybody stuck driving a Model T Ford extension, four rubber tires. God forbid they give you a flying car that can go, Mach 17 and, fly at 148,000 feet. You might find out that the earth is maybe not round. Or you might find out, shit, there is an ice wall. Shit, there is a firmament. You might find out some shit that you're not supposed to know. That's why they keep everybody contained on this, whatever it is, so that you don't find out shit that they don't want you to find out. Because they think they're the elite. They're supposed to know everything. And you're just their little slave. Well, things are about to change drastically. It's called the global reset. And that's what I teach mainly. Okay? And it's coming. It's coming very, very fast. And there's a new ruling class coming. And the new ruling class, I can tell you, is going to be rich by a factor of 100 to 1 based on the old regime. There's 7,200 multi-billionaires. There's about to be 1 million multi-billionaires and some multi-trillionaires and some multi-quadrillionaires. Okay? And they're going to have to get used to it, that there's a new ruling class. And we mean business. Donald Trump is going to clean house. And see, if he could hurry up and hit that switch already, Don, we can help him, because that's what we want to do. We want to take our money or XRP or XLM or XDC and put it to work like a money generating machine. I want my money to get pregnant every month, generating $20-30 million every single month. And I can put that fucking money to work so that if there's any remnants of this fucking New World Order, we're going to crush you like a pimple. You feeling me? That's all I got to say.
I'm
Thank you,
feeling you, man.
ladies.
I'm feeling you,
You
Mel.
will love the bugs. The bugs taste good, and you'll be happy with
Yeah, you're gonna be
nothing.
broke, and they're putting that in your food right now. They're putting that in your food right now. They call it some kind of flour. They grind them up, they dry them up, they put it in your food right now. Be careful what the fuck you eat. Watch as many of these short videos as you can on Instagram and on TikTok and whatever. This is the best education you're ever gonna get. They're not gonna teach you this fucking shit in school. Your fucking dogs are eating cardboard, flavored fucking cardboard. 90% of your 98% of your dog food that you're buying is made in China. It's made from fucking flavored cardboard. Then you wonder why your dog is dead at 6 years old from fucking cancer. Give me a fucking break, guys. Let's wake up. Let's smell the fucking coffee and say enough is enough. And no, I don't want to fucking warehouse these people and put them in jail for 25 years or make a fucking plea bargain. I want them fucking dead. I want them out of our fucking life. I don't want to warehouse anybody. I don't want to pay
Unalive, so
250.
you
Yeah,
can replace
unalived,
this.
all of them. Exactly. I don't want anybody alive and being guarded by some guard that's got to get paid $180,000 a year, and we got to give them benefits of the doubt and all the bullshit. Okay, I want these fucking people out of our life. You want a depopulation program? Let's get it on, baby. Let's get it on. We're ready.
We sure are ready, Mel. I know. Listen, to whom introduced me to you, I said, I know why you did because yes, I'm gonna like him. Yes, I am. No,
Yeah,
I love
sold
his.
on
I
him.
love
Mrs.
your. I love.
Clement, I would like 30 seconds to compliment on specifics because I see that the man has a lot of passion and I
Yes.
want to give him intel.
Go ahead.
For the US dollar to keep being the primer patron of the world's trade, we can't lose the Black Sea. And we need to build the canal between the Red Sea and the Dead Sea so we don't depend on Egypt. And we can't allow the Socialist International that controls the UN with Spain and Portugal and the Davos Forum that is in cahoots with the United Kingdom, the Labour Party, and France to get their plan, that is to trade Chinese goods and merchandise through the euro, because that's the plan why the euro was formed. I'm paraphrasing Rupert Murdoch, one of the main financiers of the European Union and the euro. So we have to attack where they hurt, and where they hurt in this side of the shark of the ocean is the Progressist International of Bernie Sanders. So we have to kill that snake by the head or unalive it. Sorry.
We absolutely, I agree with you, Jim. If they want a civil war, it's not going to be a civil war me against my neighbor because he's a flaming leftist and he's 72 years old and he's got blue hair and a nose ring. I couldn't give two shits about that. I'm going after the head of the beast. I'm going after the Chuck Schumers, the Nancy Pelosi's, the guy you just mentioned with the white hair. I'm really bad with names. You just mentioned Bernie Sanders.
Klaus Schwab,
Okay,
yeah.
that's where we
George
go.
Soros.
We go after these Marxist assholes who've been trying to destroy our way of life. We're going to get our pursuit of happiness. We're going to get our billions of dollars. The excitement about being rich is not the same excitement that it was in the three-dimensional world where you go out, buy 18 Lamborghinis and show off your fucking stupid garage full of an extension of a Model T Ford, because that's what they all are. Okay, it's going to be more humanitarian. Yes. Well, do I want a Lamborghini or maybe one fast car? I don't need a garage full of them. If they delay the fact that I can't have my Mach 17 flying machine, absolutely, I'm gonna indulge. I think I've earned my fucking stripes, but I don't need 18 fucking cars to show off to a bunch of friends that I don't like them and they don't like me. I hate it when people come over your house and say, "Oh,
I was
what a
saying to
beautiful
Kate, I
house."
pat myself on the back, bro.
Yeah,
I
what
just
a
pat
beautiful
myself and
house. I
tell
want to.
myself how good I was. I'd wake up and
Yeah,
say,
it's
damn, you're
sweet.
pretty, dude.
Ridiculous. Don't you think, Jeff? Exactly. So it's like when plus people come over your house and say, "Oh, what a beautiful house. I want to check out your house." Dude, I didn't fucking build this house to impress you. I built it to impress me and my wife. I made a house that's comfortable for me. If somebody says to me, "I want to check out your house," I'm saying, my first thing out of my mouth would be like, "What? You want to buy my house? You want to go check out the house? Go take a fucking tour by yourself, dude. I'm not here to fucking impress you."
I know country boy karate. Smith
Come
and
on.
Wesson, senor.
Yeah,
I don't care how
it's
big and bad you are.
ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. It's like you have to find your tribe and hang out with people. I'm more convinced than ever that if my wife does not allow me to have the 170-foot yacht with all the extraterrestrial technology on it, I most likely will end up in some gated community that I create, my own little world, and you got to take my fucking IQ test to get in. And I don't want people to come over my house and, "Oh, let me go check out your fucking house." I couldn't give a shit. Understand? If I don't like you, guess what? You're not living inside my gated community. Never mind looking at my house. You feeling me? It's like we got to grow up, guys. We have technology that can allow us to live 1,000, 2,000 years old. That's what they're afraid that you're going to find out about. Truly, we're going to hold someone's feet to the fire here. I want these freaking chemtrails out of our life. Okay, I want clean air. I want clean food. Okay, let's get rid of all these cops who are absolutely breaking the balls of some 72-year-old poor lady who's still got to go to work because her social insecurity ain't working too well. Okay, but she's going 12 miles over the speed limit. She's under pressure, and she's going to be late to work, and she's under pressure that she might be fired. You understand the stupidity and the ridiculousness of it all? Okay, that's got to all stop. We want some of that money back that when they printed our fucking feet at birth, called the straw man. Okay, all you guys in the room, this is another thing they're afraid, deadly afraid that you'll find out. You're all worth hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, every single one of you. You've been traded like cattle on the stock exchange. Okay, interest on top of interest on top of interest for years and years and years. And the eighth wonder of the world, according to Einstein, is compound interest. Interest on top of interest. All of you are 100 millionaires at least. We want some of that money back. Okay, I think Donald Trump is moving exactly in that direction. I think we're moving towards a seventh kingdom. 7 kingdoms where there's going to be 7 kings on earth. Ever hear that Donald Trump is going to be the last president we ever elect? Let me tell you something. That guy is the least racist motherfucker I've ever met in my life. That guy, listen, he didn't resonate with normal people, like the elite people. He went downstairs and hung out with the sheetrock guys and the guys that do spackling and painting and hang out with, play with nail guns. This guy, he puts women in position of power. This is all documented. Okay, he's got one homeless lady that he pays till today. She gets 3 squares a day delivered by Uber Eats, whatever, and she was a homeless lady. A guy pulls over, helps him out because his limousine broke down on the West Side Highway, and he found out who the guy was, and he had a mortgage for $137,000, paid off his mortgage, and put $500,000 in his bank account. That's who Donald Trump is. Is he perfect? No man is. I can tell you, I'm a man. Last time I checked. And I'm not perfect, okay? But let me tell you something. This guy here, you better get behind. This is the best president the United States is ever going to have. I'm from another country. I was born on the island of Sicily. My mom took me out of there at an early age because she realized that this guy's got a brain, and the mafia is going to scoop him up.
Trump is pretty good for being 80 years old.
Hold on, yeah.
Yeah, I think Susan
He's
had her
getting
hand
to
up
an
and Mr.
interesting
Vlad,
part.
Mel.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
Carmen's
yeah.
going to close the space.
Hold on, okay, yeah, Mel, I'm with you on that. I think Trump's one of the most humbling. If you get to meet Trump, very humbling. He's very real. You know, what I mean, like he's just down to earth. He's fucking hilarious, and I mean, just all around great person. And
he's having fun with the whole thing, isn't
yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Mel, I want to hear. I want to hear about even Sicily and your other. I kind of found that intriguing.
Sure, absolutely. I was born on the island of Sicily at an early age of 3. I was a toddler, my mom, because she started to get suspicious that some of her family members are part of the Cosa Nostra in Sicily, because they went from being zeros to heroes very, very quickly. You don't got to be a rocket scientist to figure out something's not right here. You don't go from renting an apartment to owning several 50-unit apartment buildings around town in less than 5 years in Sicily, because there's not that kind of an opportunity. So she got suspicious. She got scared because she wanted to break the chain, because the news is everywhere in Sicily. There's no opportunity, so they prey on these young kids who are insecure. They don't maybe have a good family life, etc., just like they do here. And then they try to bring you into the organized crime business. So she got scared. We went to northern Italy on the border of Switzerland, lived there for about 6 years. And then my uncle started making frequent trips up north because he was a gangster. He liked being a gangster. He thought everybody should be a
Napoli.
gangster. No, Sicily. So needless to
When you
say,
said northern Italy, that's what I was wondering.
northern Italy, I was in a little town called Viconago, which is next to Varese, which is right on the border town that takes you over to the Swiss side of the country. So, but anyway, bottom line, she got scared. She called my uncle here in the States, and she said, "Hey, can you get us some green cards?" They sent the green cards through the mail. We went back to Sicily for 2 weeks to say goodbye to everybody. Jumped on a boat, cruise ship back then called Anna Marie Quinn. It was a Greek ship, and it was a 21-day journey across the ocean. We came here the right way with green cards in our pockets, and we went to work. And we owned pizza shops, and we were in the construction business. And my mom was making $350 a week working in the basement as a seamstress for a factory in Passaic, New Jersey. She was crushing it. $350 a week back in the 70s, working 17, 18 hours a day. You know what I mean? Groceries were $40. That was including, for the cat and the dog. The food wasn't as poisoned because back then, you look at the videos, people weren't fat and obese and missing teeth, and they can't have one fucking coherent conversation, right? People were nice and skinny. Used to go to the beach in the 80s, and women were sexy. Now you go to the beach, and nobody's sexy, including myself. I got this little pot belly going on, and I'm trying to kill the worms inside there. They ain't dying, those motherfuckers. You know what I
You
mean?
got beach whales and plastic.
It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So we got a lot of work to do. Don't depend on Donald Trump to do it all. Find out what you're passionate about and get to fucking work. Get a microphone. Become a podcaster. Don't worry about slopping it all up. That's part of the equation. Okay? You pick yourself back up and you go again until you get better. You invite like-minded people to your fucking podcast. Start talking about within the third, fourth podcast, you'll even forget the record button is on. By the way, you guys should be reposting this right away. And what you do is you fucking go at the enemy. They maybe step on a few of us with their feet, but then there's 5,000 new podcasters coming up. I'm not here as a podcaster. I should be much bigger. I should be in the millions. But that's why I came up with the movie DearMRPresident.net, because we want this ban on free speech lifted. That's another thing they're afraid of. God forbid we unclog the microphones. We have a level playing field, and the Mel Carmines of the world are able to reach 1 million, 2 million people. Shit, will you be in trouble? Absolutely, you'll be in trouble. Get a microphone. I'm not in competition with you guys. And stop calling these patriots like they're getting paid, okay? Because Anderson Pooper is lying to you. All these cocksuckers, they're all lying to
$8
you.
million from Pfizer.
He's a
Exactly.
CIA asset. Well,
So
look
you're
at his
telling me,
history.
Or
Vanderbilt.
so you're telling me Mel Carmine is not allowed to accumulate 1 million followers or 2 million followers? I'm not allowed to make $1 million or $2 million a year, wanting to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But Anderson Pooper, who lies to you on a regular fucking basis, is allowed to make $10 million a year. Listen, when I travel, I pay the same fucking rate that I do for an airline seat as he does. As a matter of fact, he doesn't even pay for it. His company pays for it, and he makes a $5 million salary on top of the bonuses and the endorsements and all the bullshit. Okay, so I'm not allowed to make $1 million a year out there struggling, trying to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But the Anderson Poopers of the world are allowed to fucking lie to you and make $10 million a year. Bullshit on that. Okay, there's nothing wrong with making money. This is America. This is the land of the free, the home of the brave, and we gotta wear our fucking bootstraps, guys. We gotta reboot this fucking country and don't depend on Donald Trump. Donald Trump is just a man. He's flawed like all of us. Okay, his heart is in the right place. He wears his heart on his sleeve. We're headed in the right direction, but in order for us to get there a lot faster, we need horsepower. You guys are the horsepower. Let's go.
Susan, go
Yeah,
ahead.
real
Hold on,
quick.
hold on, Adam. Hold on. Please, go ahead.
I'm gonna
Go
be
ahead.
short, and I'm
Okay,
taking
be
off,
short, and then I'm
Carmen.
going to Susan.
I promise, on my heart. To the gentleman that was talking about the port or the waterway that would cut off the, what is it, Suez Canal, provide a different waterway. Just think Trump Gaza, you know. Uh, that's Trump's taking control. Abraham Accords, uh, neighboring Arab countries that are, allies in that manner will be getting involved, and I could see that happening, but it would be under Trump Gaza.
Yeah. Susan, welcome up.
Good morning, my fellow patriots. Hey, Carmine, I'm half Sicilian, my dad. My mother's Nabladan. And you're a cacchiarone like my father. You sound just like my father, but a young version of my dad. My dad's gone past now. I'm 73, so I'm pretty old. But I'm grateful for my president, my fantastic, wonderful, strong, and he doesn't give a flying you know what the liberals
Girl, he
think of
don't give a
him.
flying fuck.
Yeah, there you go. And I just posted in the bubble. He made an announcement today from the White House. And it says, I put it in the bubble so you can read his whole statement. I will permanently pause.
Did we lose her?
Yeah, she wrote.
I was like, hold on. Did she?
I will permanently
She's
pause my
back.
Oh, there
She's
she goes.
back.
I got a phone call. I'm sorry. I will permanently pause migration from all third world countries to allow the U.S. system to fully recover. Terminate all the millions of Biden illegal admissions and remove anyone who is not an asset to the U.S. or is incapable of loving our country. Now that's what I voted for. God bless America, and thanks for giving me a mic, Carmen.
Thanks, Susan. I appreciate you coming up and letting us know that. God bless you. God bless America. God bless the president. God bless his family. Love it. Love it. Love it. That's what I voted for. So I'm all for him. He's an amazing man. MAGA, how you doing?
Hey Carmen, how you doing? Been a minute.
Has been a minute.
Yeah. Mel too. I hadn't seen him running around in a minute either. But no, I wanted to take it back to what we're actually thankful for. And every time I hear that, it reminds me of George Washington. And I don't know if anybody's ever heard the story of George Washington, where he was in the wilderness and he was fighting for the Republic at the time. And somebody actually reported back one of the soldiers, and there was actually a big write-up. And I'll have to find it and I'll post it in the bill down below. But it was talking about he would go out and he would pray, and he would pray to God that he was given one more breath just to fight for the Republic, to be able to have a nation under God. And that's something that I think we should be fighting for, is, bringing people back to God and having this nation under God. And I don't think we do that anymore. Just having a full-on revival. And that's kind of what I'm thankful for, is we have that opportunity, but we're not doing a very good job of it. And I'm thankful for the people here as well. I'm thankful for being able to have these communications and conversations, and hear what the potential future has to hold. Ultimate blessings upon blessings upon blessings. The blessings of Abraham overflowing for everyone, and I'm excited for the future as well. I'm not as I'm not as animated as Mel is. Mel is definitely one of a kind. Straight up from Sicily.
Straight up. Yep.
Oh yeah.
My mama's from Spain, so I get it. He comes flying in here. I just match that damn energy. I was like, woo, I'm wide awake. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't do that. I'm I guess I've lived in Texas too damn long. But yeah, my family is from Denmark, so we're not exactly the most what do they call that, excitable people,
We are, like, my mom and me talking. People go, why are y'all yelling at each other? I'm like, we're not yelling. Trust me, that's not yelling. We're just talking. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. But no, I think it's cool, man. I hope everybody see the price of silver today too. We are bumping on 55 again. The highest it's last I looked, it was 54.98. So we're like right there on the cusp of the highest it's ever been, which I think is right at 55. And if it breaks through that, there's no telling what it's going to go to.
You
And
better
just
get
a-
some. You better get some in 2 months, 3 months at the most. You're gonna look for silver,
I was
and you're
I
not
was
gonna get
getting it at
some.
$11 an ounce back in the day.
You're not gonna find any in 2, 3 months. You're not gonna find any, and the price of silver will shoot to $100 very quickly.
Yeah, and they say that once it gets over
Copper.
200, it'll be unobtainium at that point. But
Well,
there,
also copper was added to the critical mineral resources, and you could actually get, which is interesting that they're phasing out creating new pennies, which is like I saw a video. This guy melted down pennies and was able to get more money out of than what the penny was worth by melting it down and breaking it down. Which, I don't know if it's true or not, but it's been copper due to EVs and things like that. Electronics, so on and so forth. It's been added to the critical mineral resources. You could actually go to JM or whatever, supplier of precious metals and start buying some coins if you want.
Drink out of copper pipe. Drink out of copper cups, guys. They got rid of the copper a long time ago, and they put the PVC in because they realized PVC will cause cancer. It's everything is to feed the beast. The beast is the medical mafia machine. Okay, so if you're fortunate enough to build your own house, opt out of plastic and go back to copper. It's amazing stuff. The benefits of copper are tremendous. Also, if you're a male, because they're fucking with our testosterone. When you're shaving your face and they get that little strip on the thing, that thing will cause havoc on your testosterone. Take a little scissor or something or a little screwdriver and pop that son of a bitch off. Okay, it's supposed to lubricate your skin. No, it does a lot more than lubricate your skin. It makes your penis go down. You know what I mean? All right. So you want to definitely do that. There's so many hacks you got to do. I wear a nicotine
Yellow
patch.
5.
Yeah.
Yellow 5 reduces sperm count.
Yeah.
Also, do you think rubbing alcohol would get that off?
No, I think that you should put 1/8 of a teaspoon of borax, okay, in your water, in 1 liter of water. 1/8 of a teaspoon, okay. Where the nicotine patch will boost your testosterone.
No, I was talking about the razors.
Oh, the razors. What about it?
The strip. You think rubbing alcohol will
No,
remove
just
that
pop
strip?
it off completely. Yeah, get it out of there.
Oh, it pops off.
Yeah, it pops
Okay.
off. Yeah, it pops off. Yeah, listen. Even the chemical that they put on the receipts when you come out of the supermarket, the chemical on the front of the receipt where the printed part is, the chemical is designed, engineered to make men feminine. Okay, I mean, I wish I was making this shit up. I'm not. I'm telling you guys the truth. And it's stressful to have the amount of knowledge we all have. It really is.
What Mel's trying to tell you, Adam, is in 1985 and 1984, my buddy in high school could have played in the NBA. He was 7'2" and had a size 18 shoe. Tito, Big Tito. He was ranked #1 in the United States, like Michael Jordan. He was just like Myson. He was the tallest
Like
person in the
Taco
whole
Fall.
world. There was nobody on the planet in those years that were stronger than us until now. No one. That's a fact. And
Why
Tito,
do you
he
think
was
they want
big
you?
baller, man. His son, he got 20-something years with the Celtics, right? Got a couple rings
Why do you think they
too.
want you eating vegetables?
But Tito, man, I was bench pressing about 330 pounds in high school, and I could pick 600 off the rack. I couldn't squat it. But we were Lawrence Taylor graded. Man, we'd eat your ass alive, bro. But Tito,
100%.
I love Tito because he came from the Dominican Republic. And Tito could barely speak English, and we had to teach him English in high school. And
You talking about Ortiz?
no, man, my buddy Tito Horford,
Oh, okay.
before you were born, bro. And Tito, he always called me the boss. I love that dude, man. He was such a big cat. But, even then, when I was 16 years old, he knew who the boss was. Man, that's how we were built. There was no men that were pussies.
Absolutely.
Your ass was a man or you weren't. By the time we were 18, we were tallest. Man, there was nobody stronger than us. Maybe a few Vietnam veterans, special forces killers, or some of the top-rated gangsters. Those dudes were pretty tough. Houston, Texas. But we didn't take no shit from nobody. The Russians, the Sicilians, the Nigerians, the Mexican mafia, none of them motherfuckers. Now we're talking. From that point till now, we don't take shit from nobody. But damn sure, if you give it, you're gonna have to pay the consequences. That's how we were raised. And I never worked for any of these people. I'm working for myself. I've never been a government or in a court or any job. I failed to test to join the military when I was 18. The fact of the matter is that Carmine's right. We need to come together as a team. There's a lot of people on the payroll and they're spouting their narrative. And I listen to it all day long. And the fact of the matter is that the food and the drugs are killing everybody, hurting the kids. Carmen.
Yeah. Well, if we all come
Well,
together,
that makes me mad. They're giving these kids drugs and doing that to them. Runs me
Jeff,
tired.
Jeff, if we all come together and produce our own water, our own energy, our own food, no pesticides, no herbicides, no fungicides, okay, get rid of the chemtrails, clean up the air. We could build.
It's against a Hippocratic oath for a lawyer or a doctor to give these kids prescription medication before they can get a tattoo. Have these people lost their minds? What's wrong with them?
It makes no sense, bro. The reason why I moved to Costa Rica for 11 years with my wife Amber is because we escaped the vaccination protocol, and this is under Obama. I'm not talking about COVID-19. COVID-19 came later. Okay,
Bird flu.
What's that?
It was bird flu at the time, I believe.
Bird flu, and yeah, we went through all of that bullshit. We lost a few people through that. Yeah, it's pathetic, man. You know how people still today could sit there with a straight face and call us conspiracy theories, laugh at us, and walk away. The reason why they walk away is they have no horsepower, they have no rebuttal. So before they embarrass themselves, they laugh at you, thinking that puts them on top of the embarrassing situation, and then they abruptly walk away because they have nothing to say to you because they're not prepared, and they know that. They're smart enough to at least know that much. It's very stressful to deal with these people. Listen, don't even try to wake up people who don't want to wake up. Go after the low-hanging fruit. The low-hanging fruit are people who start to ask questions. The people who start to ask questions, they're ready. Don't waste your time. Don't try to be an evangelist or a fucking Jehovah's Witness trying to wake these fucking people up. You're not going to wake up. Whoever woke up. Who's not going to wake up is not going to wake up. Like I said, eventually
you could throw them breadcrumbs, you know?
Exactly.
But that's about it.
Yeah, eventually we're going to have gated community, tribal communities. We're going to grow our own shit. We're going to have extraterrestrial free energy technology. We're going to have our flying machines that go Mach 17. You can go from Miami to Manila in 12 minutes, okay? This is what's coming. Medical beds are coming. Technology where celestial chambers, which is what I like to call them, where you're going to be able to come in and completely bring your DNA back to working order, and you get to live 1,000, 2,000 years.
Star Trek, brother.
It's coming.
Star Trek.
It's coming. And to be honest with you, even the flying machine that could go Mach 17 and bring you anywhere on planet Earth, from anywhere on planet Earth in less than a half hour, is already antiquated technology. Okay? Teleportation is very fucking real. They've had it.
Trump's a time traveler, isn't he?
InYourSoulLockwood.com.
Might be Baron.
I know he likes it. He believes in it. So, yeah.
I see Baron becoming president in the future. And the thing is like, people are like, oh, once Trump's, admin is over, it's over. Do you realize how much of it? Go listen to Eric Trump's book, his most recently released book. This guy is quiet, but he's a genius. He is a smart guy. And Don Jr. has got the charisma, and he's got all that. And Barron Trump, he's young. He's well kept. He's got a strong presence. Remember him whispering in Joe Biden's ear. I believe he said, "Your game's over," something along that line. He's gonna definitely be a political powerhouse in the future.
He's coming for revenge.
And even if Eric Trump, let's say Eric Trump goes, or Don Jr. goes as a VP with, let's say, JD Vance, right? And then becomes president down the line. There's a lot of things to speculate about, but to say that once Trump's out of office, that's it. Oh, that's it for MAGA. Like, nah. MAGA's just gotten started. He's the founder, and this is just gonna grow. And we're gonna make America great again. And we're gonna put America first, and we're gonna root out these evil infiltrators in our government. See, that's the thing. One last thing here is people say our government's corrupt. No, the foundation, the Constitution, the way our government is structured is not corrupt. The people within the government are the ones that have corrupted it. Our government, our form of government, is the best government in the world, and that is a constitutional republic, which we must restore federally, locally, and that local impact equates to ripples to the national impact. So, as long as everyone continues the path and continues to get involved and get precinct positions, bring things back, voting back to the precinct level, all that good stuff. I think we are on the right track. I saw us start to go on the right track in 2017, but they hit us with COVID, with the bioweapon and the weapon jabs as well. So that put a hamper on that, but it opened a lot of eyes, and I'll yield.
JD Vance would be the biggest mistake that we could possibly make. He's skull and bones. He's Yale, Harvard. You don't want to put that son of a bitch in office. First of all,
Who you like?
I like Eric Trump. I want Eric Trump to take over because look, he might not be as sharp as the old man, but he's got the first lady ready to go. Okay, Laura Trump is groomed to be the first lady. The only problem with Junior is Junior doesn't have a first lady. He's still out there playing the field. This guy would be the most. He runs a company with millions and millions of people. He's got VPs underneath him. He runs multi billion dollar corporations. He's ready to go.
He's a really smart guy. Have you read or listened to his recent book?
I have not read his book yet, but I
You
will.
could get the audio book. Listen to it.
I will.
He reads it himself, and President Trump, as well as for an intro.
Oh,
Really
nice.
great book.
JD Vance would be the biggest mistake that we could possibly make. He's skull and bones. He's Yale, Harvard. You don't want to put that son of a bitch in office. First of all,
Who you like?
I like Eric Trump. I want Eric Trump to take over because look, he might not be as sharp as the old man, but he's got the first lady ready to go. Okay, Laura Trump is groomed to be the first lady. The only problem with Junior is Junior doesn't have a first lady. He's still out there playing the field. This guy would be the most. He runs a company with millions and millions of people. He's got VPs underneath him. He runs multi billion dollar corporations. He's ready to go.
He's a really smart guy. Have you read or listened to his recent book?
I have not read his book yet, but I
You
will.
could get the audio book. Listen to it.
I will.
He reads it himself, and President Trump, as well as for an intro.
Oh, nice.
Really great book.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I like the Trump family a lot. I've been studying about them since I wanted to become an entrepreneur. That's why I came to America. I didn't come to America to go get a job. I came here to make some real money. And so I love entrepreneurship. I love what he stands for. He lives by his own book, The Art of the Deal. And the other book that he actually memorized is The Art of War. People don't realize that. He can recite the entire book, The Art of War, word for word. He's an incredible man. I think Eric Trump, the perfect fit. And then we would have Donald Trump as the consigliere in case he's stuck somewhere. Hey, listen, I got to make a decision, Dad. Which decision would you take, A, B, or C? And while Donald Trump is on the golf course playing bogey on hole number 17, you know what I mean? It's a very nice situation if we can get that going. Because if we get somebody else in there, look, JD Vance badmouthed the shit out of Donald Trump. I'm sorry, that much egg does not come off your face that easily in my book. Okay.
I know that. I recall that. That was a while ago, but
Yeah.
I agree with
everyone
that.
turns
I agree
their
with
lead.
that 100%.
But yeah, like you said, I like Eric.
Eric is the guy we need to go with. JD Vance doesn't need to advance. JD Vance would be like putting Pence in, Mike Pence. I mean, that guy is.
JD Vance doesn't need to advance.
Yeah, you like
Oh,
that,
I
right?
like
You
that.
like
I
that.
like that. Yeah, I'm not. I've never listen. I trust my president. I trust Donald J. Trump, and I have faith in him. I have so much respect for him and so forth. And
I mean, no politicians. We don't bring any more politicians. We bring businessmen
right.
only.
Thank you. Well, I think that's what we need. And when people call Trump a politician, I'm like, he's not. He's not really. That's not a politician. He's not a politician. You know, like he is not. I mean, we can talk about Nancy Pelosi. That's a politician. Joe Biden. That's a politician. You know, but Trump's not a politician. He's been a businessman his whole life. He's been all about the business. And so when you run and run in a country like this, you got to know business. 100%.
Well, we've been running the country with politicians for the last 60 years. How did that turn out?
Shit.
Exactly.
Where's our what was it? What was our debt? Last night, Silent brought it up that he added the tariffs and there was our debt ceiling. What was it? God, let me look and see if I can find it.
38 trillion.
38 trillion. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these
they're going to
people.
replace.
38 trillion. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these
they're going to
people.
replace. They're going to replace the Federal Reserve with a Federal Reserve
Yep.
that government Federal Reserve for the first time.
Treasury.
The Federal Reserve, the Federal Express was more federal than the Federal Reserve. Okay, this is the consortium of banks that have been printing our money for forever, and they've been controlling us because they've been printing our money. Okay, they say just give us the ability to print your money, we'll show you who the boss is, and that's exactly what happened for the last 100 somewhat years. So we're not going to go there again. We don't need taxes. We need tariffs. During William McKinley, this country had more surplus of cash than they know what to do with, and we're headed in that same direction. Why? Because when you are another country and you want to do business with the United States of America, the richest, most powerful nation in the world, fuck you, pay me, and you're going to pay your tax. That tax, that tariff tax, is 10 times more than the taxes that we collectively can pay to the U.S. government. 10 times more. Okay, so if you can get people to pay less for gas and less for food and less for and get rid of taxes altogether, income taxes, property taxes, sales taxes, capital gains taxes, get rid of all of it. We don't need it. Okay, allow people to breathe. Allow people, if they make $100,000 a year, they get to keep $100,000 a year. They make $1 million, they get to keep $1 million. Okay, we tax the Chinese, we tax Italy, we tax Spain, we tax Eastern Europe, we tax Australia. You want to do business with America? Fuck you, pay me.
Fuck
Okay.
you, pay me. Hey, Mel, real quick. You know, people talk about like Andrew Yang talk about UBI and things like that. I don't see it in that manner because UBI was based on socialist sort of agenda where we'd be footing the bill, right? Like as taxpayers, that's their model. Trump's model is, we want level playing field across the nation. I mean, across the world, and tariffs are leverage. We solved wars with tariffs. And on top of that, he mentioned dividends. That's a difference. It's not a UBI, it's a dividend. And you think about countries like UAE, Dubai, if you're a citizen of that country, you annually get paid from the royalties of the oil of the land that you are a citizen of. So that's what I see things leaning toward, is that we have all these minerals, resources, oil, drill baby drill, and we're starting to refill the reserves as far as the oil reserves that Biden sold off, scumbags, sellout trader. Yeah, so I think that's what I see as far as like the people that aren't gonna have jobs. It's not gonna be a UBI. It'll be dividend, along with people that don't have jobs will get dividends on being a U.S. citizen and flourishing off the land.
Yeah.
What
Well,
do
the
you what do you what do you
dividends.
think of that, Mel,
I think
compared
that
to
yeah.
Dubai?
I think the dividends are coming, and see, Donald Trump does everything covertly. He is Q plus. Okay, you saw all the posts he made like 4 days ago in quick succession. He reposted this guy who's spot on, who happens to be a big Q guy. And why would he post that shit? Why would he post stuff about med beds unless they're coming? He's not trolling us on the med beds. So the bottom line, what do I think about it all? I think the dividends are coming from the straw man. Okay, this is money that is on our account, and I can prove that in spades.
If you look at John Trump, his research was against cancer, and he got a lot of Tesla technology. We all know that. I was watching videos on Tesla and John Trump
Yeah.
a few nights ago, and it's really amazing, like what the technology that's been hidden from us.
Well, Dr. Brzezinski was curing cancer. Okay, you opened up a can of worms there, in Texas, and they told him to shut it down. He would have shut it down. People were flying in from all over the world in private jets and all kinds of shit. People with money, they were throwing money on his desk faster than he can count it with like 20 fucking counting machines. And the reality is, he had an herb concoction that worked. People were coming in with brain cancer, not just any cancer, brain cancer. And in 2 weeks, he was curing everybody across the board. Okay, so you can have that. So they shut it down. The next part of your question, I could prove that, first of all, we're going to go into UBI. Remind me to talk about that. And the fact is that it's not going to be a communistic UBI. I'll explain that in a second.
Be
But
dividends.
yeah, the dividends are going to come from the straw man account, number one, because there's plenty of money in those accounts. My wife was able to pay a $2,600 BJ's. We belong to BJ's Warehouse. It's like a Costco here in Florida, and we figured out how to use the social security number on the back of it. There's all these red numbers and all these codes and what have you. Somebody showed her where to go, but within seconds we were able to pay for that bill using our social security number. I'm not shitting you. Okay, we used our social security number. We paid that bill. I got an email that said, "Thank you for the payment. Your payment was successful." 5 days later,
And
they
that's
came.
your money.
Yeah, it's my money. It's successful because there's money in that account, but they don't want you to know that there's money in that account. Now, getting back to the UBI to answer your question, I'm going to answer it as best as I can. Technology is moving at the speed of light. You can't stop it. It's coming. Robots are coming and they're going to take your jobs. You can't stop it. It's coming. My wife would love to have 3 robots, one to walk the dogs, one to do the laundry, one to do some cleaning. Cooking, I think she can handle that. We both enjoy cooking. But the reality is, when the robots come and they don't call, they don't come in late. They don't get into the drama at work. They don't get any of the other employees pregnant. They don't do any of that stuff, right? And you have a very proficient robot that does his job, what's going to happen? Well, somebody's going to get displaced. That displaced person is going to need some kind of a universal basic income. But I don't think we're just going to hand you a universal basic income and you're going to sit home and watch Jeopardy and The Price is Right and Survivor Island and all that bullshit that got us in trouble in the first place. I think what you're going to do, personally, I think you're going to come to work for Mel Carmine and all the people in this room who have humanitarian projects because we see the future and we're positioned properly, or you're going to go to some kind of government, website that has all these positions or jobs that are in your area. You have to do something for that money. We're not just going to hand you the money and say, don't worry about it, you're good. Okay. Even though I think some people, not all, some people are going to go lazy and they're going to go smoke dope and get laid and all that bullshit, that three-dimensional shit. And some people are absolutely going to, hey, I love making pizzas. I'm going to open up a pizza shop in my backyard. I'm going to give my pizzas away for free because I'm worth $150 million, etc. Some people love to paint, sceneries, and they'll paint for the love of painting, and they'll give away their portraits. So there's going to be a lot of that passion coming in. People
I
who are
don't
passionate.
think disabilities, people with disabilities would be included in that, necessity to, work or do community service, for instance.
Yeah, well, obviously, people with disabilities will not be disabled because they're going to go through a med bed and they're going to come out the other side and disabilities out the door. I
Hey, you
just
got me there.
Yeah, yeah. I can assure you emphatically. I saw a gentleman yesterday that I watched, Benny Johnson, I think his name is. He's really really popular. He did a show on that flight that disappeared out of thin air, and I can get into that if you guys want. That's a very fascinating story. And he had Dr. Salas on, Dr. Michael Salas, and they were talking about med beds. And this is a very credible guy on the level of a Charlie Kirk kind of credibility. Okay, and he said, look, I have people in very, very high places, and I believe him wholeheartedly because I have people in very high places. I don't pound my chest often, but sometimes I have to. And I got to tell you that they are real. They have them. They've had them for a very long time. They show you this thing in movies. Okay, so we have the ability to be able to live thousands of years. We're probably still going to be able to have wild sex when we're 1,700 years old. We're going to look like we're probably, I see a thumbs down there. It's okay. That's a three-dimensional being. No, don't pay him any mind. But the reality is that we're going to have the ability to live long, healthy, prosperous lives. We're going to have the ability to build, the size of freaking buildings that can literally filter out the air in weeks. We can literally. We have the technology right now sitting in Wright Patterson, for crying out loud. There's 6,000 patents there. You would be confused as to which free energy technology you want for your house, which robot you want, for your house. There's so much technology that they've been hiding from us because they think we're slaves. They think we're dirt. They think we're a bunch of cockroaches. Okay, and so when that technology gets released, first of all, I would like to know what's behind those doors because I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a capitalist. I would love to capitalize, right? So, what's behind those doors? I mean, there's going to be technology that's going to re-engineer every yacht that we have. You're going to have, a flying car that could really do Mach 17. So it's disruptive technology on levels that I can't begin to explain to you because there goes the Airbnbs. Because if you have a flying machine or a flying apartment that has a bedroom, a shower, a living room, a dining room, and you can hover at 10,000 feet while you're eating your lunch in your balcony that opens up there in the clouds. Okay, you don't need Airbnbs or hotels.com. All of that industry's gone. The industry of building websites, it's gone. The industry of building apps, it's gone. Artificial intelligence has taken over that as fast as a locomotive train right now. It's happening. And you can't stop it. And nobody can stop it. And nobody knows how to stop it.
Well, I wasn't giving you a thumbs down for that. I was just the 1,000 years, 2,000 years. I think we've had the conversation before. It's if you could live that long, would you want to? That's the question. And I'm not
Well,
sure.
let me ask you the question: if we could create heaven on earth as it is in heaven, right? On heaven as it is, what is it? On heaven
Yeah,
as
yeah,
it,
no,
right?
I get what you're saying. Yeah,
Right? Wouldn't you want to live here if we can create pristine beaches where nobody kills each other? Yes, we carry guns because we like to go shooting, and it's sort of like a way to blow some steam off, and it keeps you calibrated, whatever. You always want to have all your bases covered. We're not going to carry guns because we're afraid of each other. We're going to carry guns because that's what we do on weekends. Instead of sending your kids to a concentration camp, teach them at home, and then on the weekends go shooting with. Make that make that part of our culture. Okay, because when everybody knows that shit, Americans go shooting on weekends. No shit, Jack.
yeah. So, like going back in the Bible, right? They had there was two trees in the Garden of Eden, right? We knew about
Yeah,
the one
sure.
that
The
had
apple.
well, yeah, or the fruit that was for good and evil, which is the one one we went with as opposed to the other one,
Sure, the evil, right?
right? And the other one was to basically eternal living, right? You live forever, and
Yes.
God basically cast man out of there because knowing good and evil and having eternal life, man, it would be a horrible existence. So that was an act of love, and I think that's
Well,
something we have to understand.
you always have the option to opt out. I think that you should have the option to opt out if things get really scary down here again, and you don't want to be here. You shouldn't have to be here. No one should hold anybody hostage, right? But if we could have on earth as it is in heaven scenario and really pull that off in spades, and everybody could live happily ever after and sing kumbaya. At some point, money will be a thing of the past because money is an immature instrument as far as I'm concerned. At some point, you'll have technology that can make you anything you want, whether it's a pair of leather Italian boots or a man bag or a woman bag or a house or food. When you have that kind of technology, and it will come. Okay, I know
Yeah.
some of the people in the room might be laughing right now. You won't be laughing in 5 years. Say, "Holy shit, Mel Carmine was right again," and that's okay. And when you realize that, and money is becomes a non-binary thing where it just disappears because it's no longer useful. You don't really give a shit. You had $18 billion worth of XRP sitting in your bank account because it's going to become obsolete, whether it's US dollars backed by gold or silver or gold. When you have the technology that's coming, everything will become obsolete.
Yeah. Well, and the Revelation speaks of that, right? But
Yes,
I did have another question for you.
sure.
Okay, so I'm sure you look on the Ingersoll Lockwood website. You know about all the hidden links and everything else.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so and for anybody else, if you go on there and you just hit select all, it'll show everything that's hidden on the page. So right click, select all. But one of the things that they have is if you go on some of these background pages that they have
Mhm.
something that alludes to the 250-year anniversary of the United States, and they're talking about bringing back World's Fairs.
Yes.
Where do you think they do that? And what would you think to see there?
Well, it's funny you say that because I live in Merritt Island. I own a business called Staying Alive in Cape Canaveral, which is our wellness center. Staying Alive. If you guys if you guys happen to be in town, you want to come visit Mel Carmine. Staying Alive, alive with two E's at the end. The other one belongs to the Bee Gees. Okay, just come down and say hello. But Ingersoll Lockwood was supposed to be ground zero, Cape Canaveral. I don't know why they changed their mind, and they think they want to make it in Iowa or Idaho. I forget which state. That makes absolutely no sense. You would think that they would put something like that in Elon Musk's backyard. That would make sense to me. But what do I expect to see inside the World's Fair? Advanced technologies, technologies that are going to defy logic, technology that most normies are going to blow a gasket because they won't understand them. Most normies, mind you, won't even buy a ticket to Ingersoll Lockwood Fair in Cape Canaveral or Iowa. It doesn't matter where it's located. But I think that the technologies are coming. I think Donald Trump is going to release everything. I really, truly believe that he's tired of the bullshit himself, and he's basically saying enough is enough. Humanity will no longer be held back, and we're going to release everything. And what everything is, I don't know. I do know free energy for sure is coming. Advanced flying vehicles that could go multiple Mach speeds are coming. Solar panels, by the way, are dangerous, guys. By the way, I need to tell you this, okay? Because I need to protect humanity. The reason why they want you to have solar panels, and oh, by the way, if you put them on your roof, the federal government is going to give you a 30% discount, is because if you put them over your roof, they are radiating your fucking ass. And then you get cancer, and then you got to come see me and hang out in my Staying Alive Wellness Center for 2 months so that we could help you reverse that. Okay, we've had many. We got clients there right now with stage 4. The doctor said, go home, get your affairs in order. You're not going to make it. And then they come to see me, and I say, I got bad news and I got good news for you. Which one do you want to hear first? He says, I want to hear the bad news. Well, the bad news, I says, you're going to have to come live with me. And I said, the good news is you're going to have to come live with me. But if you're coachable and you do what we tell you to do, not that we give you medical advice, you'll walk out of here alive and thriving in 2 or 3 months. And we've had many of those stories. If you go to our website, scroll down to the bottom, go listen to the videos for yourself. Amazing testimonials. Why people are not picking up the phone and calling everybody in Florida to say, go see Mel Carmine and Staying Alive blows my mind. Why would you want to see the medical mafia thrive? I want to destroy them. When they absolutely kill me and I'm no longer here at 4,896 years old, I want them to chisel in on my gravestone. Here lies Mel Carmine. He was an instrument in destroying the medical mafia. Yes, that's what I want on my gravestone. It might be a little cocky. It might be a little bit, out there. But that's just who I am. You have to deal with it.
No,
Thank you, Carmen. I'm sorry for taking over your show, man.
Nah, you're good. You're good. I'm sitting here listening.
So, but like I said, I'm an entrepreneur. I came to this country because I want to not only make a lot of money, but I want to teach people how to make a lot of money. I don't only want to be a successful entrepreneur. I want other people to be successful entrepreneur and successful podcasters. I think the microphone is the most powerful weapon you have besides your gun that you go shooting on weekends with your family. And yes, teach your 12-year-old kids how to shoot a gun.
You better teach them at like 6. I mean, I was like 6.
There you go. That might be a little extreme, but you know what? Hey, let me tell you something. If they understand how dangerous it is and how positive it could be in saving people's lives, let me tell you, when my Sheriff Ivy here in Florida said, you're allowed to carry, they're going to pass a law 100,000%. As far as I'm concerned, in my county, he says you can start carrying now. I didn't even let him finish the words, and I was already open carrying. Not that open carrying is smart, because you can always get some wise guy to try to get your gun and shoot you with your own guns. You have to be on complete full alert when you do that, or you should have at least 5 or 6 other people with you with guns, open carrying. I think it's an equalizer. I think that the criminals of the world don't want to see people like us open carrying, because you could take 50% of your police force, for example, and send them home. Most of them are useless anyway, right? Look, if you're fighting crime and you're fighting domestic violence, you're fighting stuff like that, and drug dealers, more power to you. Then you're doing your job. You pull them
Check this
over.
out, Mel. Check this out. There was an
Please.
8-year-old 3 days ago. There was an 8-year-old. He was in school, and a friend of his brought a loaded gun to school. He was 8 years old. He dismantled it. He took it. He took the bullets out. He threw them away. Dismantled the gun because his first thought was. He's very familiar, of course, but his first thought was, "Oh man, he brought a loaded gun to school," and not thinking he's 8 years old now, and he's thinking,
Right.
"I got to dismantle this gun so nobody gets hurt." Right, so
Wow.
that's what he does, and he hands it, and then he goes, "Here, here it's dismantled. Like the kid couldn't do anything, and he didn't go straight to the teacher like these kids. I mean, they were just kids, and so he finally, come kind of like registered, like maybe I should go tell the teacher. 8 years old, and he goes and he tells the teacher, and they suspend him.
It's ridiculous,
Yep,
don't you think? But
very
that's what
much so.
communists
I
do.
do.
That's just the communists doing their job.
Yep.
You know,
So it's a shame. After that 8-year-old just saved, that could have been very deadly. That could have been very bad. That could have been very bad.
Carmen, I have a cure for Marxism and communism and whatever. What's the other? There's another one. Socialism. Yeah, socialism. I got a cure. I got a foolproof cure. You want to hear about it?
What's up?
Okay. We do a fundraiser. Anybody who likes communism will send you a one-way ticket to North Korea. And when you're begging on your knees, begging to come back, crying like a little bitch, I'm going to leave you there for another year just to make a fucking point. I'm going to shake the communism out of your body. There's going to be a cell in your body that wants to be communist once we get done with you. That's if Kim Jong-un doesn't kill your ass.
That's the damn truth right there. I mean, but how else would you combat it, right? How else would you combat it? That's
Say,
the
hey,
only
you
way.
like communism? Let me show you communism at full force, baby. Let's go. Hey, listen, Benito Mussolini. I mean, he joined forces with, Hitler. He was communist. You know what they did with him? They hung him in Milan.
They hung him.
They hung his ass. Yeah.
I watch all that stuff. I've always been interested in different things, but history, like with cartel and mob all that stuff. I've always been very into it and learning it and just learning the culture and so forth. So I try to keep up with stuff. But I'm gonna tell you what, man, this communist is something I don't want nothing to do with. I damn sure don't want my children to have nothing to do with it, and my
Absolutely.
grandchildren.
Do you know what's going on, guys, right now in Italy? Does anybody in the room know? Maybe I'm sure some of you guys know because you watch alternative media.
Yeah, I do and I don't. Like I haven't. Man, I don't want to. I don't want to misspeak, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay, the shit hit the fan in Italy about 3-4 weeks ago, and they've been protesting like crazy.
Yep.
They stopped paying their taxes. They stopped going to work. They stopped paying their mortgages, and it's total fucking chaos. So, okay, you want to fuck with us? Okay, let's go. Okay, Italians so far until they fight back. Italians, they're not easy customers when it comes down to when push comes to
So it's a shame. After that 8-year-old just saved, that could have been very deadly. That could have been very bad. That could have been very
Carmen,
bad.
I have a cure for Marxism and communism and whatever. What's the other? There's another one. Socialism. Yeah, socialism. I got a cure. I got a foolproof cure. You want to hear about it?
What's up?
Okay. We do a fundraiser. Anybody who likes communism will send you a one-way ticket to North Korea. And when you're begging on your knees, begging to come back, crying like a little bitch, I'm going to leave you there for another year just to make a fucking point. I'm going to shake the communism out of your body. There's going to be a cell in your body that wants to be communist once we get done with you. That's if Kim Jong-un doesn't kill your ass.
That's the damn truth right there. I mean, that's the damn truth right there. I mean, but how else would you combat it, right? How else would you combat it? That's
Say,
the
hey,
only way.
you like communism? Let me show you communism at full force, baby. Let's go. Hey, listen, Benito Mussolini. I mean, he joined forces with, Hitler. He was communist. You know what they did with him? They hung him in Milan.
They hung him.
They hung his ass. Yeah.
I watch all that stuff in different things, but history, like with cartel and mob all that stuff. I've always been very into it and learning it and just learning the culture and so forth. So I try to keep up with stuff. But I'm gonna tell you what, man, this communist is something I don't want nothing to do with. I damn sure don't want my children to have nothing to do with it, and my
Absolutely.
grandchildren.
Do you know what's going on, guys, right now in Italy? Does anybody in the room know? Maybe I'm sure some of you guys know because you watch alternative media.
Yeah, I do and I don't. Like I haven't. Man, I don't want to. I don't want to misspeak, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay, the shit hit the fan in Italy about 3-4 weeks ago, and they've been protesting like crazy.
Yep.
They stopped paying their taxes. They stopped going to work. They stopped paying their mortgages, and it's total fucking chaos. So, okay, you want to fuck with us? Okay, let's go. Okay, you can only push the Italians so far until they fight back. Italians, they're not easy customers when it comes down to when push comes to shove. And right now, that's what's happening. Right now, there's massive, massive rebellion against the government, against the taxation system, against their schooling system, against vaccinations, against all of it.
Yes, there is. Okay. That's cool because I have actually I know a friend of mine. Well, I say a client, old client of mine works that I used to work for. She's from Italy, and she was saying something about it. I think like 3 weeks ago when I seen her, and I was like, "Really?" And she
Yeah.
said, you don't, she, her accent." I was like, "God, no, she doesn't around."
Yeah, and Meloni, the prime minister of Italy, and she's actually pretty cute for a blonde. Uh, you know, she's gonna be your next Donald Trump over there. But you got such infiltration from all these Marxist government agencies that have been infiltrated for the last 100 years, and she's having a tough time. But I think maybe Donald Trump is going to give her a couple classes on how to handle that because Donald Trump is the ultimate master chess player. There's no question about it. Zero.
Absolutely, and he needs to give her some. He really does because she is fantastic. She's fantastic. I love her.
Yeah, we love her. She speaks fluent English with a very cute Italian accent, and like I said, she's very cute. My mom's like, "Oh, I think Donald Trump should leave Melania and go with Melania." And I said, "No, mom, that's not going to happen. You crazy?" You know?
That's something my mother would
But,
say. I'm like, "What? Why would you say no? We don't do
yeah,
that,
yeah.
mom." But it's
Well,
my
you gotta.
brother, my brother, he's got to have the best. Carmen, he's the best. He's got to have the
Well,
best. Yeah, so yeah, there you go.
absolutely, absolutely. Where are you? Where are you located, Carmen?
North Carolina.
Okay, you're not that far from us. We got customers that drive all the way down to staying alive. You know why? Because we're 70% cheaper than all the other centers.
Really?
Yeah, we took our prices down. When I saw the business model, I laughed. I got to be honest with you. $50 an hour, $60 an hour, 2 hour minimum. I'm like, that's never going to work.
Right.
So I said, you can still make money. Just have a bigger place with more chairs, make it up on the volume, and charge reasonable prices. I mean, our prices go down to like $9.32 an hour.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
literally.
That's wow.
And then we have packages. We have packages. You can buy like 1,000 hours, whatever.
Really, that's pretty
Uh,
cool.
yeah, you can buy not thousand. I think it's like 140 hours, 150 hours, etc. We have an unlimited package now. We have plasma med bed, which is noble gas, plasma gas, and scalar all in one. You put a 4 foot light bulb in between this technology. The
What?
light bulb lights up.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's pure energy going through your body.
Wow. That's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they don't want you. They don't want you to know about this hidden technology, this best kept secret down here in Capel, that can literally recharge your cells to 90 millivolts. And when your cells recharge to 90 millivolts, it's your own body that goes into healing the body. It's like if you break your leg, the doctor has to reset your leg, obviously, and put it in a cast. But what happens over the next 6 months? It's your body that's healing the leg. It's not the doctor. It's not the cast. Your legs reset. Now you got to wait 6 months. Now, obviously, in our system, because you're sitting in an energy field that you would have to literally get abducted by UFOs to experience the same energy field, will happen in probably 1/3 that time, or even less than that, because of what happens inside there is magical. But
Oh shit, you're kidding me, right? So like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but
sure.
so I had a car accident.
Hmm.
I was riding. I was in the passenger seat, and it hit on my side, and I had to have emergency hip replacement.
Hmm.
And I'm young. I'm still young, man. So, and
How young are you, Carmen?
I'm 45.
You're young.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
my hip like is really aggravating. It's like, oh God, is it going to heal? I mean, it's been over a year, and now also it went back behind the pelvic area, so it damaged some in the pelvic, cracked it, and then I had to have some stuff, a few things like ligaments and stuff in my leg, same
Hmm.
side. But I mean, after everything, then they put the new hip in. Of course, it's a metal hip. I hate that. So upset,
Right.
and so like trying to heal from that has been really, really tough.
How long ago did you have the surgery?
I think right at a year and a week.
And it's still bothering you?
Yes, yes.
It's because the body's rejecting that foreign, metals and plastic that don't belong.
Yep,
It's not supposed to be there.
yep, yep. So I'm like worried about because like my ankles continue to swell. Maga, good to see you. My ankles still swell, and I'm like, man. And they're like, I don't know. They're like, well, we got to, they gave me, they're trying to like give me some. I'm like, I'm not taking their damn medicine, man. I didn't take their pain pills. I don't want none of that crap. And
Sure.
I'm like, I'm not putting that shit. So they're like, well, if you don't do that, and I said, no, I'm gonna go to a natural holistic doctor. And they can help me, with like pain like I know what to take, so forth. But I'm not putting that kind of stuff in my body unless I absolutely have to.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
So
Listen, if the pain gets really bad, I'm not, again. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not giving you medical advice. But a little gummy bear with a little THC in there goes a long way.
yes, it does. Yes,
All
it
right.
does.
All right.
It does. My brother come over and he said, "Here, girl, I got you some gummy bears." I said, "Oh, you did you?" And I just grabbed one,
Yeah.
and I was
Exactly.
eating them, and I said, "That one was a little bitter." And he goes, "Was it?" And I said, "Yeah." And then a few minutes later, I went, "You bitch." I love him for it. He was like,
Yeah.
"Now you'll be out of pain," and I was like,
Yeah, but not only that, it's not addictive. You know what I mean?
"Correct."
Exactly.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
It doesn't mess with your mind, et cetera, et cetera. You
Absolutely,
know.
absolutely. I think that we should be able to use what's God's created, that whatever we can get it, and use whatever He's created to help us with naturally with pain or with sickness or anything or health. Make our health better. You know what I mean? So I think that you're right. They've always tried to hide that from us. It's like ivermectin. The horse, all that stuff with horse paste and all this.
Yeah, they don't want you to know about that
No,
stuff.
heck no, no, they don't. They want you to
No.
they want you to have all these they want you to have all these worms and inside of you so you can be poisoned and you can die early, very early.
Yeah. Well, that's what they want. That's part of the depopulation program. I
That's
say
right.
we start the other depopulation program, the one that we depopulate them, the one that want to depopulate
They
us.
fitting to. We are the people. I'm gonna tell you. I feel a rising coming on. So I think that
Oh
it's
well.
in a good way. It's gonna be. Y'all are gonna. We elect you in. You're gonna either take the law that we want you to take and present that, or take the words we want you to present, and or if you can't, then we can present it ourselves.
That's why they're so afraid of the blockchain, because the blockchain is going to get rid of all the shenanigans on voting. Number, you could vote while you're in the comfort of your living room or while you're eating dinner, and within 28 minutes, you're going to get the accurate vote with a margin of error of 0.000. Okay, they don't want that. There's going to be a way to govern through the blockchain that if you want to govern your own way and try to finagle the bagel and try to steal money like the old-fashioned way, that's going to go away very, very quickly. So that's why they were on the Senate floor. I can't think of the senator's name with this freaking bald head yelling and screaming. We got to get rid of this blockchain. Yeah, because the blockchain is going to get rid of going to get rid of you. Blockchain, what it is, if I can explain it in layman's terms, it's a truth machine on steroids. All the blocks have to agree with each other. If one block is not exactly doing the same thing as the other blocks, it kicks it away. It kicks it off. That's what Donald Trump doesn't know yet, but his kids are going to get him schooled on that. And I'm pretty sure that in 2028 we're going to have blockchain voting. We're going to push for that for the governorship of California with Louis Herms. If you guys know, if you don't know who Louis Herms is, go to screwbiggov.com, and go support him because he's going to be your Donald Trump in California. I guarantee you.
Oh yeah, I know who that is. And blockchain. If you go like, it's so funny when you try to talk to someone about it from the left, they're just like, "What?"
Yes, 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 yes. But
Ugh.
I want to thank you, ladies, for giving me the opportunity to speak to your crowd. Wasn't even planned. I typically have an alpha male attitude, and I take over. And it's funny. If you ever like in a crowd and you see an alpha male and alpha woman go into the room, and all the oxygen is gone all of a sudden, it's funny to watch everybody's, because they know that they're in the presence of an alpha male, an alpha woman, and it's really fun to watch. I have fun doing
Yes,
that.
it is. It is. Listen, I'm an alpha female, so I know I can go. Sometimes I'm like, okay, here I go. I'm gonna go in right, but
Yeah,
I
we
know what
take
I'm
over,
gonna
don't
do.
we?
Yeah, we do. We do.
Yeah.
We do. We do. So and I like your energy. I think you have great energy. I've met you a couple times I've met you with Tahum and so forth, and so I've always think you have great energy. You can come back anytime in my spaces, at any time and talk about these things. These are important to talk about, to get it out there to as many people as we can, and I appreciate you taking the time to come in and do that with us. I will also hopefully be starting my Rumble channel soon, and so I can get that to you, and we can maybe do something like that. See, you told me to get a
Yeah.
mic, so I'm gonna get a mic.
Get
So
get everybody get a mic, and when you start your podcast, said Mel Carmine said,
for me to start a podcast, and that's what I'm doing. I want to send the message to the fucking enemy that they fuck with the wrong Sicilian.
We gonna do it. Y'all fuck with the wrong Sicilian. Okay?
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
I'll see you on the next
All
one.
right,
Bye
darling.
bye.
Bye bye. All right. Okay, Roach. Love you, girl. Thanks for co-hosting. Adam, thanks for co-hosting. Hope it's good to see everybody. Rubber Band Man. Love all y'all. Thank you. God bless. God bless the USA. God bless President Trump. And as always, I am proud to be an American citizen, and I'm grateful for all of you. See y'all later.
Thanks, Carmen. Love you, girl.
Love you too, honey. Bye. Thank you.